Alright, HELLRAISERS, I've been waiting a long time for October and I am back. I am officially back full time. That's right. Throughout the entire month of October, I will be giving you guys a bunch of horror movies almost every single day. At least every single day throughout the entire month of October. Yes, I said it. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna break it. So hopefully throughout the entire month of October, I will drop almost a video every single day, and then on the 31st I might drop at least a 31 overall video titling a whole bunch of different horror movies, talking about what I like about them, if you should watch the past. Yeah, I'll be extremely busy. So without any further ado, let's just dive right into today's video. I hope you enjoy. Reviewing for you. You already seen it in the first video that I already done dropped. If you haven't seen it, well, you're about to see it right now. So I am about to review every single Scream movie leading all the way up to Scream 4. By the way, they is making a Scream 5. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I thought maybe you guys wanted to know that. So let's not waste no more time. Enough with the bullshit talking. Let's just dive right into this movie. But before I dive into this movie, I just want to say one specific thing. And this is something that bothers me about this movie. It's not a con, it's not a pro either. It's just something that I can't stand that people do with this movie. Let's just say Scream is not a fucking horror movie, okay? It is not a horror movie. Every time people talk about this movie, they always say it's a horror movie when it is not a horror movie. Stop calling it a fucking horror movie because it's not. It's a slasher film. It's a teen slasher film. Okay? Not a horror movie. But even if you do hear me say horror movie, I'm only going to use it because that is the phrase that people call it today. Horror movie. Okay? So with all that being said, that's out of the way. So starting off with my first pro. My first pro of this movie would have to be Matthew Lennart. And of course, Jamie Kennedy. They both play interesting characters throughout this entire movie. But let's just start with Matthew Lennart first. This guy right here is the glue of this fucking film. Every time he's on the screen, I'm laughing my ass off. And yes, that was intended. But his character was just far interested. Like every time he was on the screen, I'm just so invested. I remember when I first watched this movie, when I was younger, I remember everyone laughing at the shit he was saying out of his mouth. I mean, some of the shit he was saying is just iconic. Especially this specific scene.
Fucking hit me with the phone, Dick!
I love that scene. That scene is fucking hilarious to me. And how about this scene?
Anymore. I'm feeling woozy here.
That guy, he is awesome. Without him, this first movie would have fell apart. And then you got Jamie Kennedy on the other hand, who is also pretty fucking good in this movie. Without him setting the rules of the whole thing where you must successfully survive a horror movie. And what are the rules?
For instance, number 1, you can never have sex. Number 2, you can never drink or do drugs. Number 3, never, ever, ever, under any circumstances say, I'll be right back.
So, I do like that. You know, those two characters right there is by far the most interesting character throughout this entire movie. Then we're gonna move on into Neve Campbell, which is Cindy Prescott throughout the entire film. Her acting is okay. It's not good. I get to like the con with her. The problem that I have with her, it just kind of bothers me a little bit. But yeah, you know, she's good. You know, she is a very strong fighter girl. There's a moment where she is smart, she's always one step ahead. But then there's other moment where she do stupid shit. But it's a horror movie, you know, we gotta do stupid shit, you know, for the killer to come back and kill them. But yeah, you know, this is just a very easy ass horror movie that easily have been made by Wes Craven himself. So let's talk about Wes Craven, which is another pro. Wes Craven, the best part of this whole movie. But we got some problems with it. That's what we're gonna get into our cons with. That is where all of the pros stand. So now we're gonna get into the con. this movie got some fucking problems. But before I talk about all the cons, I want to talk about my problem with Cindy Purcott. Her character gets on my damn nose throughout this entire fucking movie. There's so many scenes where she do like this on her fucking head. I'm looking like, oh my god, it's so distracting. And then the way she act, like she not acting good enough. She not acting scared good enough. Maybe that's just my own personal opinion. Maybe that's just me. But she, like, her acting is just not good for me. Especially when she just, all that, it's like, would you stop doing that? It's just so distracting. But another con that bothered me about this movie that no other YouTuber is talking about, this is a big ass plot hole in this movie. This also goes for the beginning of the movie, but let's talk about this one. There was a scene where the killer comes for Cindy. And she goes to the computer and she dial up 911. But she never hit what is her emergency. So all of a sudden, the killer moves away from the door. Billy shows up on the side of her window. And all of a sudden, she hugging Billy, and then the phone drops out of Billy's pocket. So then she runs outside, and all of a sudden, the cop is outside. Major spoiler here, people. Major spoiler throughout this entire franchise, okay? So if you don't want to see no spoiler, get the hell out of here. But like I said, all of a sudden, she runs downstairs, she opens the door, and then she sees the cops, but she never typed in what was her emergency. So how did they get there within like 60 fucking seconds? I don't know. That don't make any sense to me. And then you have the opening scene. Now, a lot of people, and even YouTubers, have always said that that opening is by far the best opening to any horror movie they've ever seen. Yeah, maybe for you, but for me, that opening was a fucking disaster. Everything was wrong with that opening. Let's start off with the most common one. So you got Drew Barrymore, which I had a crush on Drew Barrymore for a long time, but I'm not finna talk about that part. I'm here to talk about what's the problem. The problem with that scene is that you see a girl who picked up the phone, and then the guy say, oh, I'm sorry, I guess I might have dialed the wrong number. And then she said, oh, it's fine, it's okay. Hang up the phone. So fast forward, and then she continued to pick up the damn phone. Why don't you just leave the phone alone? Just let that bitch ring. If somebody keep calling you over and over, just leave the phone alone. Obviously, they are harassing you. So call the cops. But she doesn't call the cops. So I don't understand why people say that opening, is a good fucking opening. It's dumb. It makes no sense. Yeah, I understand what they were going for. They were trying to indicate the kind of movie we're about to watch. I get that. But it don't make any fucking sense for her to be one step behind in every fucking scene. Every scene is like that. It isn't like one scene where she is ahead. No, she's like that. Then another thing. So she ended up going outside when the killer threw a chair through the window. She runs outside and hides. All of a sudden, she peeks over to the side and she sees the killer. Okay, so then she takes off running, and then she stopped and looked at the killer, and then he grabbed her when she could have just kept fucking running. But she stopped. Why? She stopped not once but twice. Let me tell you another time that she stopped. So as she hit the killer with the phone, and he falls down, and then she started sprinting, and as she's sprinting, and she see her mom and her dad driving down the fucking road, and what do you know? She stopped. Again. And what do you know happened to her? The fucking killer. He killed her. Why did you stop? Why did you stop? I don't know. That just bothered me so fucking much. And then another con that I wanted to talk about is David Arquette played Dewey in the film. He is the cop. I like David Arquette as an actor. To me, I think David Arquette is a great actor. But him in this movie, he is so fucking annoying. Like, his character is like this whole man-child as the cop. It did not fucking work for me. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear me say this again throughout this entire fucking franchise. But David Arquette as this character, it does not fucking work. I don't fucking like it one damn bit. He is so annoying to me. I'm pretty sure that was intended, but it's so distracting too. It's really fucking annoying. Then the another con that I want to talk about, which I understand, it's a very, simple premise, but the whole killing. I don't like the fucking killing in this movie. It's so lazy. It's so fucking lazy. You have a stab to the to the shoulder, to the heart, to the stomach, and it's to the back, to the neck. These kills are just fucking horribly bad. All the kills are fucking bad. I don't like none of the fucking kills. And I mean, even if I have to say what specific kill that I do like, I would have to say I do like the garage kill. The garage kill was nice, but even that was fucking dumb. Because the girl knew she couldn't fit through that fucking thing. She was giving Ghostface a damn good fight. She put up a damn good fight. But it was dumb. It was fucking horribly done. Then the final con I want to talk about is the big reveal. The big reveal between this guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, and then Matthew Leonard. I'm not gonna lie, when I first watched this movie when I was younger, I did not see this coming. But I knew people around me said that they knew who the killers was. And when I rewatched this movie for the second time when I was much younger, and it is very, very predictable how, you know who the killers are right from when the movie starts. That was, to me, no, Rex did not do a good job at hiding who the killers was. Because you knew it was two killers. It couldn't have been one. Because, for example, how the fuck did one killer was standing behind Jamie Kennedy and then instantly he teleported to in front of the fucking news truck and he fucking slit the dude's throat? You had to had two killers because the motherfucker ain't Superman or he ain't no motherfucking superhero. He can't just fly or fucking teleport. That's not possible. He's a fucking human being. And then the way they seem to use these fucking human beings, I understand what this movie is, This movie has broke the fourth wall so many fucking times. And, I'm going to get in full detail with that in another video. But like I said, this movie has broke the fourth wall so many times. It is fucking ridiculous to me. But like I said, I understand what they were going for. But they are human beings. If you shoot a human being 3, 4, 5 times in the fucking chest, they're dead. There's no way in hell they're coming back. But then they have it where, be careful, the killer comes back for one last stare. Then, what do you know, the boy come back to life, then bam, you shoot him in the head. He's a fucking human being. I can understand Jason coming back to life over and over and over because Jason is already dead. Freddy Krueger himself, he's already fucking dead. I understand why Freddy's coming back to life. But overall, this is just my own personal thought of the movie. The movie was good for 1996. It was a very interesting movie. It had everybody talking. Ghostface became an icon throughout the entire 90s. His Halloween cartoon, his whole cartoon became a Halloween cartoon. A lot of people fucking bought it. I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to be Ghostface myself. Yet to find out, it was a lot of the fucking kids outside took a treat with the fucking ghost mask on. But like I said, Stream knows what it is. And over the years, it has gained a cult following. Except for one specific movie. But my grade for this movie will have to be a B-. That's the best I could possibly do. I could give this movie a better grade, but then it'll be like I'm kissing Rex Traven's ass, and I don't do that. May he rest in peace. But overall, like I said, Stream knows what it is. It knows that it's a fucking comedy, horror, slasher film. It came out in the height of when 10 movie was coming off the ground. Slasher film died in when it came into the 90s. It wasn't even Williamson wrote this screenplay because he wanted to bring back the slasher film that he know and that he loved. And he couldn't get anybody to fucking, get this movie off the ground. Well, hey, he came in good hands because Rex Traven stepped up to the plate, and now we got not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 fucking Stream movies. So yeah, this movie is Stream is a fucking icon for like the time that it came out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and make sure you stay tuned throughout the entire month of October. Your boy will be dropping shit tons of horror movies. And don't forget, Stream 2, 3, and 4 will be coming your way. So make sure you please stay tuned for that. Drop likes on all these videos. Drop some comments if you've seen these movies. What do you think of these movies? Let me know all in the comments down below. As I always say in all my other videos, make sure you keep a beautiful smile on your face. Stay positive, and I'll see you here in the next video. Peace.